What's up, everybody? Pornstache here, coming at you with a brand new Overwatch video. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down a high silver, low gold DPS game. That being said, it seems that every freaking person in this game throws in one way or another. So we're going to be breaking down exactly the type of teammates that y'all talk about to me in the comments down below that just throw your games on repeat and then give you some targeted tips that are going to help you climb anyways. Now, jumping right into it. Okay, I'll stop with the fucking hair. Now, we're going to jump in right at the end of this fight, and it's definitely not because I forgot to press the record button, but you're going to demech this diva, and there's something that you should try to do as Mei every single time. You should try to stagger divas. In fact, there's a lot of characters you could stagger. Baby Diva is the easiest, because you could wall her off, you could put a little bit of pressure on her, freeze her a little bit, and prevent her from regrouping, and then when she ever gets her mech back, you could freeze her, focus her together, get her demeched again. She basically wants to die. She wants to reset with her team, and by preventing that, by the time the enemy team come back and regroup, you can kill her right there, and then they have to wait for her. It's just more time on the clock. You don't want to wipe her here. That's not what you want to do as Mei. You definitely want to stagger her. Hard to do sometimes in ranked, but you'd be surprised. As you start getting to plat, diamond, people get a little bit better at it, because people love to watch a baby diva just like flailing around, not being able to do anything. What I would like to see you do here is set up in a position that when the enemy Ryan walks in, you can wall him off. Like, you could set up in a passive position. You just got to be a little bit careful of that Hanzo. You got to listen, make sure that he doesn't jump the wall, use a Sonic on you to try to kill you. A lot of the time, people just don't play around a Mei, or it takes them multiple tries to finally say, like, get it in their mind that they can't just push into a Mei blind, so. Especially, your Tracer just got picked off, so there's going to be a little bit of extra pressure on you. You have your ultimate. They have a lot of ultimates, so you need to try to make a play here if you want to run this. So yeah, this, you want to get the heck out of here right now. That's not a bad wall. Probably not the best. I mean, the good part about it is it kind of messes up their amplification matrix, which is a benefit. Not sure why you popped it to your cryo here. Not really. I think that was actually pretty bad. You wanted to get a little bit of healing off your crowd to get your ultimate, and you weren't under threat, so. Okay. Not bad. This is probably a good blizzard. Yep, not bad. This is going to be really good, actually. So I see you trying to icicle him a lot. Icicling is fine. Once he uses reflect, just go back to that primary fire. Genji's hate Mei's because her primary fire just, if he doesn't have dash, he's just gonna die to primary fire basically. You could wall off that Mercy from the Rhine, prevent her from coming in. And getting killed. So it looks like y'all actually get wiped here. That's unfortunate. Y'all had a lot of advantages. Very much a lack of target priority. When you got a huge blizzard, you never finished off anybody. There's a lot of different situations where you can use your wall to isolate the enemies that you're fighting rather than trying to fight them all at once. Let's see how this second defense is. Genji's back on point. Okay. Still trying to hit, like, right click into, or I guess you're on console, so you're still trying to icicle the Genji's reflect. You can force the Genji to run away every time just by walking at him with your primary fire as Mei. I'm serious. I mean, if he's close enough to you, you could just walk into him and kill him, but if you can get him to dash away, get the heck out of there, that's good enough. Like, this Genji is super killable, honestly. What is it? Okay. Your Widow just got killed by a Rhine. The Genji is blading 1v5. You killed the blading Genji, and now your immortality or amplification matrix thing? Why? Okay, the Rhine feeds, nice. Oh my god. Okay. The res gets pinned, but she doesn't die. She gets away. What is happening? You almost just killed yourself by walking into that dragon. Okay, I'm so lost. Okay, so yeah, you can freeze this diva. It's actually really good to freeze the diva. So same thing as before, I talked about before, you can stagger her. You can prevent her from leaving. That's really brutal here, because enemies have to walk all the way. A lot of extra time. I think you're just going to kill her again. So a really good position actually on Mei. I mean, it's a little bit more risky. They actually don't have a Hans anymore, so it's not that bad. You can position up here. So up here, and you just look down, and when enemies walk in, you can wall off. Or your team could be up top left, and you can wall off there. It depends on where the enemy is pushing and where your team's positioning. Okay, I think you were trying to wall upwards, most likely. But you still jump on this wall, so I don't really know what you're doing. Now you're gonna jump down. Okay, I don't. Okay, your Fab is challenging the Reinhardt. Okay, you help him kill. Nice. Okay, so double kill. Cool. So y'all won the fight, right? Okay. So when you are up 2 players, using an ultimate is really bad, especially an ultimate really powerful that could change an entire team fight like Mayo. But no ultimates are needed here. You could put a wall right through here, and then you can basically kill their entire team for free. You're 6v4. So using an ultimate is really, really bad. And typically, you don't want to throw your ultimate right in front of a diva. You typically want to either force her away or freeze her before you throw it, because she could eat it. That diva's not going to, but a better diva would have been able to easily eat this, because it's such a far throw. You're not, it's not like an instant activation or anything like that. So, and I think that this is, yeah, this is going to freeze everybody, so that's good. You get a kill there, that's not bad. Freezing the diva, good. You can stagger the diva. Wait! What did I miss? Wait! Your Hammond used mines? Oh my god. Soka. Y'all are up 3. You were up 2 and used Blizzard. And then you're up 3 and used mines? 4? Diva Bomb? Okay, your Rhine is literally in their team right now. Actually, the Rhine and the Junkrat are correct here. So, the enemy is down a whole bunch of people. They should not be pushing up that aggressive, because your team could capsize on them and kill them. But it becomes a mistake when part of your team is back and part of your team is forward. So, really, in ranked, these players should probably be a lot further back. Like, if you were in scrims or something like that with better communication, y'all would probably be collapsing on the enemy here. But I understand why that's not feasible, and this Ryan's probably going to die, the Junkrat's probably going to die. So your team is actively fighting here, by the way. Like your Ryan is actively fighting, and y'all are not anywhere near that. Which is partially a mistake on his part, but it's also partially a mistake on y'all's part. You should probably help your Ryan when he's in a fight. So you just dropped on top of, like, 3 people, by the way. Yeah, if you would have actually just stayed in your icebox a little bit longer, your Ryan would have came back. You probably would have been able to live. You do get res here, though, so whatever. It's fine. So, you're right next to an immortality field at max HP, and you pop into ice block. No reason to do that at all, basically. That's pretty much it. There's no reason to do that. I like that. I like freezing the diva and using your ultimate. I think that's good. Probably gonna win you the team fight clean. You might have been able to win it without it, but I don't mind using it there. I think that's perfectly fine. I don't mind that wall either. You can, well, your Ryan gets through, so I guess it's actually a bad wall. But you can focus on the diva down below. Kill her. Y'all aren't gonna stagger her again. But if you take this stagger into account with the other staggers we would have talked about, they might be in 1 fight territory, and now they might be able to get 2 off. So that's the big difference. Less fights overall, which could be a huge deal. Just stagger divas, man. Just trust me. It's very, very good. So let me get this straight. You ice block near an immortality field when you're at 4 HP, but when you're 83 HP, you don't. So, yeah, I don't even know what to say. I think that speaks for itself. I really don't know. I hope I'm not being too mean. By the way, everybody, I know the person. I've been talking to the person that I'm doing this VOD review for. So if I see a little, if I'm roasting her a little bit harder than usual, it's because she knows I'm joking around. You're just bullying this May. Like, this May hates her life. She actually, I don't. Okay, so actually giving y'all some targeted advice. If you are a diva player, do not 1v1 a May. It should be pretty obvious at this point. There is nothing you can do to a May. Just avoid her. Like, literally, fly the heck away. Make the May do something else. Make the May fight something that she is not going to completely shut down. As diva, you can focus down if this BAP gets out of position. You can focus him down. You could break his immortality field. This Mercy, you can put in a little bit of damage as she's flying around to prevent her from regenerating her health. This Junkrat, you can easily deny his damage and burst him down when he's low. There is a lot of things you could do as diva. And the number one thing that you should not be doing as diva is consistently 1v1ing this May. It is extremely terrible. It makes no sense. I actually really like what she did here, where she demeched the diva and then she just left. Diva, you're useless. I'm going to go deal with the rest of the team. It's fine. So Blade's coming in. Yeah, this is a good time to ice block. You fly. Literally soar. So I don't really know where you're going. I guess you're trying to kill that Genji. You do end up finishing him off. Right here, this is kind of dangerous. Because, like, you don't have any cover. I think it's a lot better for you to position around natural cover. Somewhere around here, like, wrap this way. So that you're not facing the entire enemy team. Because you could get bursted down here pretty easily. You don't have your ice block. The soldier, if he tracks you even a little bit, he could kill you. Okay, Junkrat's are. So I think y'all are just going to clean this up, most likely. Yeah, this is basically the rest of this is just free. I like that ice block to block the diva bomb. But I really want to go over some big takeaways in this overall game, because there was some big things that I saw that I think happened in a lot of games, like a ton. And the two big ones is, first off, some team members pushing and some team members not being aware of their teammates pushing or not pushing with them. This is really important for you to understand as a general rule, is that there's the proper way to do things and there's the way that you should be playing in a given scenario with what you got, right? So, like, in a perfect world, if the enemy team is pushing way up into the choke when they have way less members than you, your team and you would push on top of them and kill them. That's what your Reinhardt and your Junkrat was trying to do. But that's not what ranked is. Ranked is not a perfect world, and it's not going to happen that way. So a lot of times when you're pushing in, even when you think you should, you're like, hey, I got numbers, I should push in. You're actually creating a misplay because your team is not doing that with you. Now, you as a player, you're May, if you see your team going in, go in, and y'all might be able to get a free wipe because the enemy team is not full regrouping. They're not regrouping back in spawn. They're pushing way too forward when they shouldn't. And that's something that you see all the time at a slightly higher level, or even in low-level scrims, you see that all the time. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. You need to adapt your playstyle not only for what is right on paper, but for what is happening in your game. Now, the second thing I saw is just a blatant waste in ultimates. Like, it's crazy. When you have a huge numbers advantage, do not use ultimates. That's what ultimates are for. Ultimates are to gain numbers advantage or overcome a numbers disadvantage. It should never be something that you use when you are ahead by multiple lives. Unless it's last fight, of course. Now, from the flip side, the enemy diva, she should also not be using her ultimates when she's just resetting. Complete waste of ultimate. That ultimate could give her an extra life, a potential playmaking ability later on. It's super big waste. And on top of that, you should be fighting the characters that you're good at shutting down and avoiding the characters you are not viable against. A diva should never be constantly going after you as a May. It was a complete throw from her part. She was basically 100% useless. I'm going to say that that's the reason that you won this game, is because the enemy diva fed into you non-stop. I really hope that the diva player is not a Game News subscriber. If you are, send me a VOD review, and I'll be sure to look at your content or your games. But yeah, I hope you all really took in some of this, and I want to know in the comments down below, are these the type of teammates that you get in your games? Is this why you can't climb? Let me know. Smash the like, subscribe, and please share a freaking code down below. Comp game. Tell me your character. Tell me your SR. Drop the code, and I might get to that. So, yeah, that's all I got for you today. I'm Coach Mills. I love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow.